Man, um, stick with me on this one, man, because this one is from a small San Diego Comic Con. This here, though, starting with the books of this last week. I don't know why I fell for the Fearless Frizen. That might be the answer right there. And then, secondarily, this was a really good cover from Cap. So, Marvel, you got me again, man, with two more. Fornicators Inc. This is awesome, man. This is so crazy. 5 years from Terry Moore and Abstract. I did get a good copy, a near mint copy of Cold Blood Samurai. It's a good fight book there. Did manage to find categories 0, 2, and 3. I was going to buy some more copies, but they weren't as in good shape. Leave the Light, or Leave on the Light, excuse me. Happy to get that. Same with the Spencer and Locke, number 3. Knights Temporal. Sync. This might have been just in the box. Real happy to get an Ice Cream Man black cover. Very happy about that. Last issue of Paper Girls. The black and white of Spawn. I'm at least going to get the black and whites because I have trying to get a run of black and white because I'm crazy. Realm still going. I like that cover. 2 copies of Test number 2 because I think that might have some crazy to it that I like. Punk Mambo number 3. I'm still 1 issue behind, but I can't find a good copy of number 4. Heathen. It's really a good book. I love that book, Heathen. I wasn't sure if I had the 7 of Knights of the Golden Sun, but if I do, I have a second copy. I was trying to get 2 copies of that anyway. Another great Brereton cover on Manor Black, and I got the original A cover. Love these Carnage covers. I'm not sure when this book's ending, but it's got to be ending soon since the imprint no longer even exists. Red Winter, White Whale, I believe. Was it White Whale? No. I'm sorry. It was Take the Time Collectibles. Had made a mention of this, and was so happy to have gotten a copy. And he vouched for the story content. So shout out to you, Brian. Thank you, man. I was able to get, this is awesome. I was able to get a Kanto that was in near mint. It did not have any of that creasing that was common on a lot of those issues, so check that out. Near mint Kanto. Not so near mint. This was, I find out later that there was a problem up here in the corner. See, that is a fold, or that's like a up in the G right there. Anyway, it's a reading copy for me then anyway. It's all good. But I mean, this goon, actually that's bad glare. Oh, the stuff inside, look at that. Stuff inside of this is really good. Anyway, I did end up getting this, was it Steve Rude, I want to say, or some awesome artist. And it's a great cover. And I also managed to pick up a second copy really cheap of the Goon Alex Ross. I also picked up a second copy of the Spider Grandpa. Managed to find one of those for cover. I did not get Usagi Yojimbo number 1, but when I saw this cover, and it was signed by Stan Sakai, I really liked that cover, so bam, gonna go with that. And now this is the con stuff. This right here, and I can tell you for sure that this book is really sweet for being a black cover and a Livewire appearance. I'm just very happy to get that. Now, I saw the other day on Otto from the Grotto, 3 Men in a Basement, there was an auction, and he sold a 9.8 Darkhawk here. I think it was over $100. So this book copy, I would actually say, is in that category. I did manage to find this 9.8 Darkhawk #1 from a real good friend today. This here was just one of the few gap fillers I need in my later FF double-digit run. I think I might need one issue in the 70s, a couple issues in the 60s, and I'll have a pretty good run all the way up on FFs. This book here had some real good promise. There's some pressable possibilities, and then when I saw the corner, actually this lower bottom corner is actually an issue, but for the $10 I paid for this, I overlooked it. I also managed to grab a ridiculously affordable copy of the Avengers First Nebula. The only thing is you can see there's kind of like a little bit of an odd tanning in that white of the price and on the little Spidey head. I'm not sure about that, but I got a real good price on this. Wasn't sure if I had a copy of this Warlock, Power of Warlock #1, but I went for this, and I actually traded a book for this. It looks pretty good. There's a couple of spine things, but none that I don't think break color very badly. It was listed as high grade at $75, and I actually traded a book for this and got money. So this was essentially an acquisition. Couldn't pass on this issue 1 Shauna, the She-Devil. Just a great cover. That panther jumping off the thing, just really cool. So Shauna, and then right behind it, I could not pass this She-Hulk. Holy smokes, this She-Hulk is so sweet, so high grade. I couldn't pass it up, and it was, oh my god, it was next to nothing for that book. Well, it was, whew. Last book of the con, I managed to score me what was there was a 9.0 graded CGC book that I was not privy to know how much he sold it for, but I found this book in the same box, and I was digging through the box, and there was a guy standing over me, and this book was almost to the end of the long box, or the short box, and about 6 comics past this book, there was a CGC book. So I had stopped, I pulled this book out, and the guy reaches down and grabs the CGC, and it turns out it's a 9.0 copy of this same book. And he immediately bought that 9.0 copy, and I don't know how much he paid. But all told, this book, this Jane Foster, which he said was actually in better overall shape than the 9.0. And I had to agree with him. The only things I saw were there down in the corner down here, there's a couple of little of those book push spine stresses that I think would press out if I were even going to press this, but whatever. I know this book is at this point pretty hot, but still, this book in the 9s is a good book to have. So I took a little bit of stretch on that, and I got this for $99, along with that Darkhawk that I showed a second ago. That, to be honest, I think I got to show again. I had found an entire run of Darkhawk, and I didn't have the issue 2, or excuse me, the issue 1. But now I have this issue 1, and it's in sweet shape. I tried to buy one of these a little while ago for $20 off somebody, and he wanted 40, and I passed because it wasn't in that great a shape. But if you count this with that, that's probably what I got into this book, is about $40. And everything else was, well, the FF was 10. that was that one, and that was free. Nah, it was a pretty good day. I didn't spend too much, luckily. Huh. Pretty amazed. All right. Anyway, thanks for sticking to the end. Let me know what you think. And next time I will have much less glare. All right.